Sewell, New Jersey, for Pope John Lions hockey. Mike Forsano along with you, calling today's action in a 3A at the Hollydell Ice Arena. It's Gloucester Catholic and Pope John. The Lions and Rams deadlocked at one apiece. Hunter Perillo with the goal for Pope John, and Gloucester Catholic, number 24, with their tally. Freshman goalie Chase Pastor has played brilliantly for Gloucester Catholic in this game, as has Pope John netminder Mason Giordano, and so we will see what happens with the second and third period. Pope John now going right to left of your screen in their gray jerseys with blue pants, the lion crest on the front, saying Pope John Lions, blue lion with a white background, and white helmets for Pope John. Gloucester Catholic in their off-white jerseys with the ram on the front and maroon coloring, black pants and black helmets or maroon helmets. And they're going left to right. 1-1, Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. Second period action getting set to get underway here at the Hollydell Ice Arena in the NHL rink. It'll be Nicholas Colatrella taking the draw against Rich Rutgers, and here we go. Second period action, and number 9 stepping into the circle a little too quickly. And now as the puck dropped, it goes back to Pope John. Here's Liam Abbeville. Intercepted by 22 for Gloucester. Jack Tarasmus trying to grab it, can't do so. Off the stick of number 9. Here is Hughes. At the blue line. Picked up by Gloucester. Cole Pastor will play it in. Goes back behind the Pope John net for Gloucester. Now Bacon trying to hold it in. Comes back to center ice. Bacon now in his own zone. Pastor with it. Off the boards. Intercepted by Amabito. Pope John offside, but we'll lay it offside. They go ahead and get outside the zone. Pastor up to Rutgers. Rutgers over the blue, now over the red. Taken away by McCullough, and McCullough will send it all the way down the ice. Pastor out of his net to play it. Michael Perry racing after it, but the Gloucester defense all over that. Here's Bacon. Pass up the ice. Tipped by number 24, sent inside the zone. Here is Jacob McCullough with it. On his face-off circle in his own end. Now over the blue, over the red. McCullough with the pass to Garrett, who stretches to try and stay onside, but he slid over the line just as the puck was entering. Shots on goal not being recorded here on the scoreboard at Hollydell Ice Arena, so we'll look at that later on in the score sheet. But 13:40 to go in the second, and the game is tied at 1. Magnus Bars inside the zone. Along the near boards, he'll play it in all the way to the corner. Now Nick Michello on the near boards. Over to Magnus Bars. Back to Michello. Nick Michello, shot. Goes wide. The net moved as it hit the outside of the net on the left side. It just brushed against it. And so initially it looked like it went inside the net. But the puck hit on the outside, and that's why the net moved. Oh, so close for Pope John. Here's Perry over to Guerra. Guerra over the red line, now over the blue. Guerra with Michello. Back behind the net. Gloucester has it. Off the glass, and it comes over to Sean Hughes. Hughes will retreat into the corner. Back behind his own net. Drops it off for Bars. Magnus Bars, the senior defenseman for Pope John, up to Cameron Guerra. Guerra along the near boards. He'll skate it behind the net. Try to pass it out. Doesn't have anybody right now, so he'll send it in deep. Ethan Barnett behind the net. Puck's left off there. Guerra tries to play the body of number 70, Will Krasinski. Comes back to the point. Here's Hughes. Slap shot. Saved by Pastor. And it's played outside the zone all the way down the ice. Giordano out of his own crease. Gives it for Hughes. Hughes over the blue line, now over the red. Sean Hughes coming in. He'll backhand it to behind the Gloucester net. Played by Bacon. Aiden Perry crunched by number 20, Andrew Gazinski. Now Bacon up to Gazinski. Intercepted by Amabile. It's in the skates of Liam along with Alex Bizek. Here's a shot by Perry. Glove down by Chase Pastor. 11:33 to go here in the second period. 1-1, Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. We're glad you're with us here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Mike Forbesano along with you, calling today's action. Nicholas Colatrella will take the draw for Pope John against number 9 for Gloucester. To the right of Pastor. It's won by Colatrella. Gets back to Perillo. Now to Bars. The shot. Save right into the breadbasket of Chase Pastor. Right below the Ram logo on his jersey. So we'll do it again. Colatrella and number 9. Face-off won by Gloucester. Goes in the corner. Playing around the boards. Number 24. Stopped there over to number 9. The 23, Nicholas Colazzi. Colatrella with the shot. Saved by Pastor. And it comes out to 24. Shot. Gloved down by Giordano. He reached across his body. Snagged that one out of the air. 11:10 to go here in period number 2. We are tied at 1. Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. Face-off won by Colatrella. Goes McCullough in the corner. Perillo edged off. The shot by 24. Saved by Giordano. He got a stick on it. Now up to Jack Jars. Pope John missing a few players out of the lineup. I have not seen Alex Slater again, who's still recovering from injury. I have not seen Luke Jarosowitz either today. So here's Colatrella coming in on the back again. Colatrella with the shot. Save Pastor. The rebound. Score! Hunter Perillo bangs it home as it was resting on top of the crease. Perillo's second goal of the afternoon gives Pope John a 2-1 lead. So Colatrella racing in. Got the initial shot in on Pastor. He made the save, but the puck lay on top of the crease, and Perillo skated in and knocked it home. The Pope John Lions, with 10:41 to go in the second period, grab a 2-1 lead. Perillo is second in the game, and I believe his 11th on the season. So, big check by Guerra on number 7. Comes back to Hughes. Sean Hughes. Cross ice pass to Liam Amabile. Back to Hughes, now to Guerra. Cameron Guerra, cross ice pass. Tipped in by Michello. Here's number 42, Michael Easy. Comes back to the point, Hughes holds it. Takes a shove by Niederman. And now a race as Bacon comes in. Bacon can't get a shot off as Amabile ties him up. Now in front of Niederman, the shot. Saved by Giordano. And here's Michello at the red line. He'll send it in. So Gloucester trying to tie the game quickly again as they did last time in the first period. This time, Pope John. Here's Michello in the near corner. Back to Bars. Magnus Bars skates in, fires. Deflected. It's loose. And score! Michael Perry puts it into the empty net as Pastor made the save. I think they're going to give credit to Aiden. I think it was Aiden who put it in. Was it Aiden? Well, Aiden was at the top of the line. You had Perry on the side of that, but Aiden was there as well. Let's give credit to the goal for Aiden right now. If we need to change to Michael, we can do that later. But Pope John scores a second time off the rebound, and it's a 3-1 game. 9:34 to go here in the second period. Aiden Perry with the goal to make it 3-1, Pope John. Here's Bars in the near corner. Shot goes wide by number 22, Cole Pastor. Now number 70, Will Krasinski. Stolen away by McCullough. Here's McCullough inside the zone. Jacob McCullough goes into the far corner. Pass to Barnett. Bounced off his stick. Comes outside the zone. And here's Magnus Bars. Bars. Isaac. Tipped by McCullough. Over to Barnett. Now to Perry. Perry with the shot. Saved by Pastor. It's behind the net. Here's Hughes. Yeah, I'll try and find out between second and third period if it was Aiden or Michael who was actually the one to tip that home. And I believe it was Aiden. Initially, I thought it was Michael standing there. So We'll try and get clarification for you. Just know that Pope John's up 3-1. 2 goals by Hunter Perillo, and then a third. Now Aiden Perry with the puck behind his own net. He's got Rutgers on him for Gloucester. Back to the point. Intercepted by Liam Amabile. Kept in by Krasinski. The pass across the 24, the shot. He scores. Number 24 slides in, dinks Mason Giordano, and slides it in on a backhand into the center of the net. Number 24's second goal of the game, and that cuts the Pope John lead to 3-2. 7:59 remaining in the second period. Pope John now up by 1 goal instead of 2. Colatrello will take the draw with Perillo on the right, Jack Droswitz on the left. Face-off, won by Colatrello, goes over to Perillo. Over to Jack Jarge, this shot gloved down by Pastor, and it'll hold. So the face-off will be deep with 7:53, almost halfway through. Face-off won by Gloucester. Rutgers, and a little bit of a cross-check into Colatrello after the draw. Here's Jack Jarge. Will send it around. Perillo after it. Number 42, Michael Easy, racing to get the puck in the corner. Now Colatrello. Rutgers riding him. Jack Droswitz in front of Perillo. Oh, he had the hat trick on his stick. And he fanned on it. Actually, he got a stick in on it by the Gloucester defense. Raised it just at the last second. Here's Bars. Magnus Bars. Muggy coming in over the blue line. He's on the face-off circle. Coming in, this shot, save! I don't think he got a good shot off. He was trying to ride around the crease. And as he tried to get the shot off, I think Pastor got his equipment on it, so he couldn't get a good shot off. Here's Perillo, fire save by Pastor. Off the glass and outside the zone. Now here's McCullough. Jacob McCullough turns around. Races over the blue line, now over the red. He'll backhand it inside the zone. Behind the net, Colatrello with it. Nicholas Colatrello. Drosowitz with the shot. Blocker glove save by Pastor. Now Hughes will send it in. Wraps it around the net. Colatrello goes over to Michael Perry. Stolen away by Rutgers. Rich Rutgers on his own face-off circle on the near end. 3-2, Pope John leads by a single solitary goal here in the second period. Icing on the play, it'll come back down to the Gloucester end. The Lions get 2 quick goals here in the second period, but then Gloucester responds with a goal of their own. 3-2, Lions on top of the Rams, but only by 1 goal. Face-off to the left of Pastor. It'll be Garrett taking the draw for Pope John against number 37, Niederman. Niederman wins it, gives it over to 22, Pastor. Now to 16, Bacon. Up the ice, here's Amabile. Over to Michello. Michello sends it in, deflected. Comes in on Pastor, he'll play it behind the net. There's Bacon. Over to Cole Pastor. Being tied up by Michael Perry. Good work by Michael. Puck's loose on the side. Niederman trying to play it out. He gets it up to number 9, who crosses the blue line. Now into the Pope John zone. We got a delayed penalty call as Pastor out of his net. The delayed penalty call. An extra attacker on for Gloucester. Oh, big hit around the leg area of Cole Pastor. And that was from Cameron Garrett. Got him around the legs. Pastor did a 90-degree turn in midair. Well, the penalty is going to go to Ethan Barnett. Barnett called for, I think it was high sticking. Now, 2-minute penalty to Barnett, and the faceoff will be deep inside the Pope John end. Barnett off for a 2-minute penalty, and Gloucester will go to the power play, the first one of the game. So the referee coming back over to the circle, just waiting for someone from the official scorers table to come off the ice, and there we go. Face up to the right of Giordano. It's cleared outside the zone, and Gloucester has to chase it. Here's Pastor, Jack Drosowitz, who's speeding up the ice like a demon. Right on him. Now Bacon, inside the Pope John end, around Amabile, behind the net. Bacon has it. Pass through, behind. Hughes, in the skates of Rutkus. Rich Rutkus turns around, action in front of the Pope John net. Shot by 22, goes into the near corner. Off the glass by Hughes and all the way down the ice it goes. And Pastor has to kind of have his net to play it. Over to Cole Pastor. Tipped away by Colatrella, but just for a second. Pastor with it. Drops it off to Bacon. Now to Rutkus. Comes through Rutkus. Shot on goal. Saved Giordano. And cleared outside the zone by Liam Amabile. 55 seconds to go. Pastor gets it past Colatrella. Now to 24. 24. The pass across. Save Giordano. He got his right pad on that. Wow. Now it's loose on the left side of the net. Is behind the net now. Right in. McCullough trying to feed it to Giordano for a cover. And we got action in front of the Pope John crease. As we got a player down for Gloucester Catholic. He's getting back on his feet, but Frankus in front of the net as Pope John's able to get the whistle. Little smart play by McCullough trying to give the puck to Giordano. I used to hate that as a goalie, though. Going ahead and you give it to me, but if it pushes too far, it goes behind me and into the net. So that of course did not happen just now. So, and it's a good play as long as both players are on the same page with it. If not, there's a problem. But sometimes miscommunications can cost you big. Happened to the Edmonton Oilers in 1986. They'd won 2 straight Stanley Cups, and Steve Smith, the defenseman for the Oilers, trying to clear the puck from behind his own net. Didn't realize that Grant Fuhr would be so far out of his crease. And he tried to pass it up ice, and it hit off the back of Fuhr's skate, bounced into the net behind him, gave Calgary a 3-2 lead, and it ended Edmonton's 2 Stanley Cup run in Game 7 of the Smythe Division Finals. Oh, big hit by Perillo along the boards. The shot, score! Rich Rutkus from just up top of the face-off circle on the far end with 2 seconds to go on the Burnett penalty. And a power play goal for Gloucester Catholic. They've tied this game at 3. 3:34 to go here in the second period. 3-3. Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. And now you can pretty much use number 3 as a lottery number 2. A little off. 3:34 instead of 3:33. Well, we got officials talking to the official scorers table. We're going to see what's going on here. We got a penalty afterwards, so the goal's going to count, but the penalty is going to go to number 7 for Gloucester Catholic. So well, it was a hit right after the goal was scored, and so Gloucester is going to get called for that, and so Pope John will be on a power play in 2 seconds after Barnett is freed from the sin bin. Well, we're deadlocked at 3, but Pope John has an opportunity to get the lead back in 2 seconds right after this face-off. It'll go on a 1:58 power play. Perry takes the draw, he wins it, gives it over to Barnett on the far boards. Oh, no, you know what it was? Barnett came out of the box. He was already out, and so there's another Pope John player in the box. So they said offsetting penalties. They initially put the penalty on the board, but now took it off because it is offsetting. So puck to Bizak. Off the skate of number 16, Nar Bacon. So we are tied at 3 here. I thought Pope power play, but they actually put one of the Lions in the box as well, so. Pass to Bacon. Oh, Rich Rutkus with the power play goal to tie things up 3-3. Bacon with the pass over to number 9. Tipped off his stick, goes in the near corner. Bacon with it. Back to 22. Pastor sends it in. Now along the near boards. Stolen away by Barnett. Barnett checked off the puck. And it came outside the zone. Bacon tried to play it back in, but it's on and offside. 2:26 to go here in period number 2. We're tied at 3 here at the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. We're glad you're with us here on Pope John Lions TV. Mike Formersano along with you, calling today's action. Face-off between number 37, Niederman, and 11, Guerra. Puck up the ice off Guerra's stick. Comes over to Bars. Magnus Bars. Over to Perry. Perry will send it in. Now back to Bars in the high slot. Off the skate of Guerra. Picked up by McCullough. Niederman along the boards. Michello in there. Michello and easy for Gloucester. Sent back down to the Pope John end of the ice. Bars will. Magnus Bars. Pass up to Guerra. Cameron Guerra sends it in to the Gloucester end all the way around. Michael Perry with it now. Perry on the side. Back to Guerra. Guerra to Bars. And we have a whistle. And we're going to have a penalty. Well, the faceoff's going to be in the Gloucester end, but let's see what the call is. They may have just said, I think the net was off this morning. Is that what it is? Well, face-off in the Gloucester end. 5-on-5 still. Skates of Colatrella. The puck's there. Over to Bars. Bars fires! Pastor got a glove on it. It's back behind the Gloucester net. Jack Jarosowitz. Back to Bars. Bars. Up the half wall. On the face-off circle. Bars fires into the skate of number 9. It bounces in the air and Rutgers plays it down. Rich Rutgers with it. Cross ice pass over to number 42, Michael Easy. Easy plays it up the boards to number 9. Outside the zone is Bars. Bars fires over the crossbar and off the glass. Here's Colatrella. Back to Droswitz. Aiden Perry chases it down. Here's Perry near the Zamboni doors. Gets caught in the doors. A little sliver right near the ice in the door there. Now in front, the shot. Save Pastor. Off the stick of Aiden Perry. And he'll cover with 33.5 seconds to go in the second period. Well, the faceoff will be to the left of Pastor. It'll be Garrett taking the draw for Pope John against Niederman for Gloucester Catholic. Here's a faceoff won by the Rams. Bacon with it. Up the ice to 24, past his stick blade. There's Abbeville. Over to Sean Hughes. Hughes up to Perry. Perry inside the zone. Perry trying to get free. Can't do so. Taken off his stick by Krasinski. Now it's back to Colatrella. Stolen away by Goins. Here's Hughes. Backhand pass to Michello along the near boards. Guerra, he's got Bacon on him. Bacon takes it away. Comes through the low slot area. And we run out of time here in the second period. So, both John able to put a pair of goals on the board to make it 3-1. But Gloucester Catholic responds, tying the game at 3 on a power play with 3.5 minutes to go in the second. So we're deadlocked at 3. We will come back after a 5-minute break. You are at the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. We're live this afternoon on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Mike Formersano along with you as the Pope John Lions and the Gloucester Catholic Rams are deadlocked 3 apiece. Come on back for third period action. We'll stay on this feed, take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back for third period action right here from Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. Welcome back to the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey for Pope John Lions Hockey. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. The Pope John Lions and the Gloucester Catholic Rams deadlocked to start the third period here from Sewell, New Jersey. Repeat of the first game of the regular season, you'd be mistaken. It was 10-2 in that game, December 2nd, but things much different today. Pope John scored twice in the second period. I did not get clarification, my apologies, on the goal, whether or not it was Aiden or Michael Perry. We'll find out on the score sheet later on. But it is Hunter Perillo with 2 goals, and one of the Perrys with the third. Just not sure which. Giordano in net for the third period action. Pope John will be going left to right on your screen in their gray jerseys with Pope John Lions on the crest and the blue lion on the white background. Blue pants with Pope John logo on the right sleeve of the pant and also on the helmets. On a white helmet. That's a lot of description for the uniform. Anyway, Gloucester Catholic with their off-white jerseys and maroon numbers and maroon trim with maroon pants and helmets. They're going right to left. Please join us on Skylands Ice World on Monday evening for another Gordon Conference matchup. It'll be Pope John Lions against the St. Peter's Prep. Pope John and St. Peter's on Monday night, 6:30 p.m. as the Marauders come into town. That game will be on Black Bear TV, so please join us there. And Wednesday, we'll be back with you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube as Pope John will head down to St. Joe's in Metuchen to take on St. Joe's. Not Montville, it's the Green Knights. This is a different St. Joe's. Here's Hunter Perillo in the corner, taken away by Bacon. Just underway here, third period. Pope John and Gloucester Catholic. Stolen away by Perillo. Perillo intercepted by Bacon. Pass up to number 9 for Gloucester. Here's Rutgers. Rutgers with the tying goal so far. It was a power play goal with only 2 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barnett. In the corner. Comes back to the point. Bacon holds it. Perillo with a shove. Puck comes outside the zone. We got a race for it. Jarosman's trying to get there. Number 22 tying him up. So the goaltender, number 30, Chase Pastor, Good cover. Cole Pastor being able to ride Droswitz off the puck. And with 53 seconds gone here in the third, we'll have a face-off at the Rams' end. The season winding down very quickly. Senior night coming up Monday, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. That will be against the Huntington School of Princeton. So Pope John, the Huntington School of Princeton, on Monday, January 20th. Please join us on Black Bear TV for that. Breakaway coming in. The shot. Save. Rebounds loose. And it's wide of the net. Wow, what a save by Giordano. And he lost sight of it. It sat in the crease all alone. And before Gloucester can put it home into the empty net, Giordano was able to find it and clear it out of the way. Wow. What a save on Zach Goins. Now here's Michello. Michello riding in on the goal line. Goes in the corner. Back to McCullough. McCullough cross ice pass to Bars. Bars on the face-off circle. Fires. Deflected down by number 22, Cole Pastor. Pastor with the pass in. With number 7. Sent in by Niederman. Now it's in the corner. Niederman with it. Checked by McCullough. McCullough falls down. It's loose. And here's Michael Perry. Perry with the pass to Michello. Intercepted. Now here is Garrett. Cameron Garrett fires over the crossbar and off the glass. Now Barnett with it. Over to Hughes. Sean Hughes with the pass to Liam Amabile. Amabile over the red line. Now over the blue. Coming in. Offside. They say Barnett was just a half step too quick. He says no, but he's overruled. 12:46 remaining in the third period. We are tied at 3 here from the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. We're glad you're with us here on Pope John Lions TV. Aiden Perry will take the draw against Rich Rutkus. Perry wins it, goes back into the Pope John end. Amabile chases it down. He'll skate it just in front of his crease. Wow, as a goalie, I hated that. You go right in front of the crease, you never know what could happen with the puck. I used to tell the defenseman, around the net, go behind the net if we're going to do that. Most of them did. One defenseman on my team years ago would always make sure to skate right in front of me. Here's the puck along the near half wall. Shot in, goes wide left. Now number 9 with it. Pass intercepted. Amabile has it. Now over to Perry. Here's Aiden Perry coming in with Alex Mizak. Perry on the backhand. Perry coming in. The shot. Save. Rebound. He scores. He scores. Alex Mizak tips it home. Past the outstretched left pad of Chase Pastor. And the Lions take a 4-3 lead. Well, Perry came in. Pastor didn't give him much room. Perry shot it into the pads. It lay on the ice right near the right post. Mizak was trailing. And on his last attempt, before he skated past the right post, he was able to put it behind Pastor and pass the goal line. The goal comes with 11:55 to go in the third period. 4-3. Pope John over Gloucester Catholic. Credit Alex Mizak for the goal. As the puck comes back into the Rams' end. So as the Rams had an opportunity in the first minute of the third period and were not able to take full advantage, Pope John does so there. Alex Mizak puts Pope John up 4-3. But the puck sent in, number 24, ridden off the puck by Colatrella. And so now can the Pope John defense lock things down for the next 11:26 and skate out of South Jersey with the victory. Here's Bars on the face-off circle, goes in the corner. McCullough with it. Jacob McCullough. Shot. Stick save by Pastor. He got the stick plate up on the puck. Now back to Colatrella. Intercepted by 24 for Gloucester. Here's McCullough inside the zone. Fires! Blocker glove save by Pastor. And it goes along the far half wall. And now picked up by number 22. Well, now Rutkus with it. Sends it in. Bars gives chase. Magnus Bars behind his own net. Stolen away by number 9 in the near corner. Now taking away on the side of the net, and it floated in to Giordano, who was able to cover with his blocking glove hand. $10:28 remaining in the third period. Pope John has just taken a 4-3 lead over Gloucester Catholic. It'll be Guerra on the draw with Rutgers opposing him. Guerra wins it and sends it into the stands and out of play. Almost hit people down below, so good thing to see everybody's all right. It usually is netting in many of the rinks that you see nowadays. No netting here on the side, so I'm waiting to see it hit the net and go back into play, and all of a sudden, I see the puck coming towards everybody. Well, no harm, no foul. So here's the face-off. It's underneath the skates of Liam Abbeville. That comes to Guerra. Back to the point, held in. And now stolen away. Here's Michello. Backhanded pass to Michael Perry. Now Guerra. And taken away by Cole Pastor. Now over to number 9. Pass in. The shot goes just wide to the left post. Oh, Rutgers looking for the tip in there and just couldn't put it past Giordano. Now Perry on the other end, and Bacon has it. Sends it around right in front of the Gloucester bench. Pope John's able to hold it. Michello. Now Guerra. Guerra to Michello on the faceoff circle. It's loose, and Rutgers will play it outside the zone. Bacon over to Rutgers. Outside the zone. It's forced out by Michello. And so now here is Easy. Rich Rutgers, number 10 for Gloucester. To Michael Easy. Now over to Nar Bacon. 9:13 remaining in the third period. Lions holding on to a slim 4-3 lead. Player gets tripped down, and we're going to have a penalty call as the goaltender for Gloucester heads off. There's Bacon. Delayed penalty goal against Pope John for tripping. Hughes gets it. Steals it away from 24 before he can come in. And so now Pope John will put a man in the box. It's going to be Aiden Perry, number 5, for tripping. 8:54 remaining in the third period. Pope John leading by a goal, but now forced to kill. A man advantage for Gloucester Catholic. The face-off beat to the right of Giordano. McCullough out there along with Jack Roswitz. I'm looking to see who the other defenseman is. Magnus Bars. Face-off won by Colatrella of the rink. It was into the netting on the back. You have netting on the back end, but not on the sidewalls. Oh, the face-off. Colatrella will take it. It's won by Gloucester. Porter, Pastor. Over to Rutgers. Back to Pastor. Comes outside the zone. Great play by Jack Droswitz, taking a swat at the stick. And now here's 2-on-1. Colatrella in the shot. Saved by Pastor. Droswitz. Another save by Pastor. Sends it back behind the net. And there is Cole Pastor with it. Cross ice pass to Bacon. He'll stop right in front of the official scorers table. And McCullough steals it away. Gives it to Colatrella. Off his stick blade. And goes right back to Gloucester. Cole Pastor with it along the far wall. Cross ice pass. Intercepted by Bars. He sends it outside the zone. Pastor comes out of his net to play it. Bars tips it. He steals it away. Magnus Bars in the far corner. Too many defensemen around him to be able to get a shot off. At first, the empty net, and then Pastor got back in, so. Pope John trying to play it out. There's Perillo. Shot comes in. Stick saved by Giordano. Hughes behind on the left side. He'll send it all the way down the ice. And Pastor out of his net to play it. With 7:34 remaining in the third period. Pope John 4, Gloucester Catholic 3. We're glad you're with us here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Mike Formisano along with you. Calling today's action here from a matinee affair at the Hollydell Ice Arena. 24 with the shot. Save Giordano. It'll cover right into the lion crest on the logo. 22 seconds remaining on the penalty to Perry. A tripping minor called against the junior forward. Colatrella on the draw. To the right of Giordano. Niederman plays it for Gloucester. He's knocked down by Amabile. Behind the net, it's poked away by Jack Jarosowitz. And Bacon picks it up for Gloucester with only 8 seconds to go on the man advantage. Bacon in the far corner. Pass underneath the stick blade of number 20, Gadzinski. Here's Pope John. Colatrella inside the zone. Colatrella going behind the net. Looking to center it. Gives it to Amabile. Penalty's over with 5 aside. Jarosowitz along the near wall. Niederman checked by Perillo. Oh, good job by Pope John killing the penalty there. Amabile with the shot. Saved by Pastor. Now Perillo with it. Perillo, shot saved by the freshman netminder. Jarosowitz in the far corner. Set back up. Not out. Hughes holds it to Amabile. Liam Amabile. Shot knocked down. Picked up by Bacon. Along the far wall. Back to Hughes. Hughes to Amabile all alone. The shot off the face mask of Chase Pastor. And it goes into the netting and out of play. The Pastor takes his mask off and takes a deep breath, and I don't blame him. 6:03 remaining in the third period. 4-3, Pope John clinging to a 1-goal lead. Face off to the left of Pastor. It'll be Guerra against Goings. Guerra wins it, goes back to McCullough's shot, knocked down in front, and Goings clears his zone. McCullough after it. McCullough with the cross-ice pass to Michello. Left for Guerra, shot. Saved by Pastor. Glove save on the shot from just behind the blue line. And he'll cover. 5:45 to go in the third period. Lions leading by a goal. Please join us on Black Bear TV on Monday night, 6:30 p.m. at Skylands Ice World as the Pope John Lions will take on St. Peter's Prep. It'll be the Lions and Marauders on Black Bear TV Monday, 6:30 p.m. from Skylands Ice World. Then we'll be back here on Pope John Lions TV Wednesday as Pope John will take on St. Joe's of Metuchen. Not St. Joe's of Montvale, St. Joe's of Metuchen. Different team all around. Puck on the face-off circle. We'll also include some basketball there. I think we got a couple of girls' basketball games coming up this coming week from Pope John High School. Tuesday against Randolph at 7 p.m. And I think Roselle Catholic on Thursday. So we have to take a look at the schedule. But I know we at least have one game, if not two, of Pope John Lady Lions basketball. We had the game on Saturday a couple weeks ago. I'll let you know about that in a second. That was at the She Balls 2 tournament in Hackensack. And they lost by 19 at University, but that game was reviewed and protested by Pope John as it was an illegal player who played for University. And so the game was forfeited. So Pope John wins the game 2-0. So if you go back and watch that game, you'll know now that Pope John did, in fact, win the game on a forfeit. Here's Gloucester Catholic, number 9, inside the zone, knocked off the puck. Sent all the way down the ice with 4:22 remaining in the third period. And we have an icing on the play. Yeah, the girls' basketball team only had one loss going into that game. That would have been their second, but they got credited for a win. And then they played, I think this past week, I think they did lose a game. I think it was against either Chatham or Mendham. So 2 losses on the season, but I think 6 wins. So we'll cover them later this week in between hockey. So hockey on Monday and Wednesday, and basketball Tuesday, Thursday. Here's Colatrella, the pass to Perillo. He scores! A hat trick for number 17, Hunter Perillo, who buries it into the back of the net. And the Lions grab a 2-goal lead. Hunter Perillo with the pass from Nicholas Colatrella, and the Lions up by a deuce. 5-3, Pope John over Gloucester Catholic. 4:09 remaining in the third period. Well, Colatrella wins the draw right inside the zone. Over to Perillo, trying to return the favor. Can't do so as number 20, Gudzinski, steals it. Gudzinski over the blue line, coming in. Shot on goal, saved by Giordano. Now back to the point. Pastor with the shot, knocked down. Perillo clears it as it goes down the ice. Backed up by Cole Pastor. Inside the Pope John end. 3.5 to go. Pastor knocked down. Perry picks it up. Oh, big hit by Niederman. And he's going to get called for that, and he absolutely should. And we got activity between Hughes and number 7 for Gloucester. I'm going to tell you something. The first hit in the corner, it could have been called either way, okay? But then Niederman came through, and he led with his knee. And it was a knee-on-knee hit. You can't have that. That's got to be called every single time. You cannot allow a knee-on-knee hit. So Niederman's going to go to the box with 3:23 to go in the third. You can't. You just can't. Those are way, way, way too dangerous. They can rip tendons. They can rip ligaments. They can put players out for entire seasons. So Niederman to the box with 3:23 to go in the third period. Referee's talking things over. I mean, the initial hit along the boards, he could have called for roughing. And the referee didn't call it. I think it was on Aiden Perry. But then Perry's standing there, and Niederman comes by and hits him leading with his knee. You can't do that. Way too dangerous. And they're protesting. I understand, but... So 3:23 to go here in the third period. Pope John leads by 2, 5-3 over Gloucester Catholic. You should go back and watch the replay. I mean, you can see the way he came in there. That hit cannot be allowed. In fact, I'm surprised it's only just 2 minutes. Well, the face-off will go deep into the Gloucester Catholic end. It's going to be Hunter Perillo, Nicholas Colatrella, Jack Droswitz, with Sean Hughes and Magnus Bars on the points. It's been a good game and a very clean game for the most part, you know, and both games this season happened between both schools. And you give Gloucester Catholic a lot of credit for the way they played this game, but that call has to be called there. Back to the point. Sean Hughes has it at the point. Over to Bars. Bars on the face-off circle. Now back to Hughes outside the zone, and Pope John has to retreat back out. 3:07 to go. It's gotten quiet here. 5-3. Pope John leads over Gloucester Catholic. Bars with the cross ice pass to Jack Droswitz. Lions looking to put this away. Here's Colatrella on the far wall. Pass to Perillo. Perillo back to Hughes. Hughes over to Perillo on the face-off circle. Perillo back to Hughes up top. Hughes to Bars. Comes outside the zone. Hughes has to regroup. Pope John has to come outside the zone there. 2:33 to go in the third period. Minute 10 on the penalty to Niederman. Here is Bars. Fires! It's loose in front. Tipped away by Pastor. Goes in the far corner. Now back to Hughes. Hughes, the shot. Deflected by number 24. Goes off the back wall. And Bacon picks it up. Sends it up. Held in by Bars. Fires! Saved by Pastor. And now a cross-check on Colatrella by number 22. Cole Pastor, so well, the physicality is ratcheted up here in the late third period. 48 seconds to go on the penalty to Niederman. 2:11 in the third. It's going to be Aiden and Michael Perry out there along with Nick Michello. Liam Abigail on Magnus Bars on the points. To the right of Pastor. It's won by Gloucester Catholic, and they're going to flip it up outside the zone. Abigail plays it at the red line. Over to Bars. Now to Michael Perry. 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Stolen off Perry's stick and sent all the way down the ice by Gloucester Catholic. Giordano comes out of his net to play it, and there's Bars. Bars behind the net. Over to Michello. Nick Michello over the blue line. Cross ice pass to Abigail. inside the zone. Abbeville in the backhand coming in. Abbeville, it rolls off his stick blade and cleared out of the way by number 22, Cole Pastor. Now Pastor has it in the corner. 10 seconds to go on the penalty to Niederman. Cleared out by number 9. It looked to be a high stick, but they don't call it. They hit it out of midair, but it looked to be over the shoulder blades. Here's Bars in the near corner. Minute 18 to go. Pope John leading by 2. Bars over the red line. Pass to Perry. Michael Perry into Bars. Goes across. There's Aiden Perry. Pastor looking to break out of his net. Can't do so as Pope John keeps Gloucester Catholic pinned. Now minute 3. Here comes Pastor. The shot by Rutgers. Saved by Giordano. And he'll hold on. And so now Gloucester Catholic gets what they want. A face-off deep in the Pope John end. They're going to call time with 58.1 seconds to go. On leading by 2, 5-3 with 58 seconds remaining. Timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. And we'll come back to Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, just a stone's throw away outside of Philadelphia. For Pope John Lions hockey, Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as the Pope John Lions lead over the Gloucester Catholic Rams by 2 goals, 5-3. Extra attacker on for Gloucester Catholic. Colatrella taking the draw to the right of Giordano. It's won by Gloucester, but outside the zone as Rutgers has to chase it down. Here's Pastor, sends it back in. Wraps it around the boards. Number 24 in there for Gloucester. The pass up, intercepted by Bars. He sends it all the way down the ice, just wide left of the yawning cage. And with 43 seconds remaining, we'll have a face-off back in the Pope John end of the ice. So it's going to be Perillo, Colatrella, I believe Jarosowitz, along with McCullough and Bars out there for Pope John. Face-off won by Colatrella, goes in the corner. McCullough off the glass. It bounces off the dasher. Comes down to Rutgers. Shot. Blocker glove save by Giordano. Goes in the far corner. Big check by Bars. Here's Colatrella. Can't get good wood on it as it comes back towards the face-off circle. Now here's Rutgers. Knocked down by Bars. Here's Jarosowitz. Clears the zone with 20 seconds remaining. Perillo looking for the open net. Shoots that way. Rutgers knocks it down. 15 seconds remaining. Here's Bacon. Cross ice pass to Pastor. Jarosowitz chasing him. Jack Jarosowitz to the near end. Bacon has him with 4 seconds. He'll send it in off the glass to the far corner. There's the buzzer. The Pride has spoken. The Pope John Lions defeat the Gloucester Catholic Rams. Final score, Pope John 5, Gloucester Catholic 3. Well, the game was a lot closer than the one in Skylands in December. Pope John scores twice in the third period to skate away with the victory, 5-3 over Gloucester Catholic. Shots on goal hadn't been recorded on the scoreboard, so check the score sheet after the game for that. Hunter Perillo with a hat trick in this game, and Mason Giordano leading the way in goal for Pope John. Chase Pastor playing very well in net, the freshman for Gloucester Catholic, but it was not to be this afternoon for the Rams as they fall to the Pope John Lions, 5-3. Well, please join us Monday at Skylands Ice World as Pope John Lions will take on St. Peter's Prep. 6:30 p.m. on Black Bear TV. We'll post highlights a couple days later. And next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we've got live games for you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Starting with girls basketball on Tuesday against Randolph. And then I believe also on Thursday against Roselle. And then on Wednesday, 3:45 p.m., St. Joe's Metuchen will host Pope John, and that will be here on Pope John Lions TV. Please join us for that. So, for everyone here at the Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, this is Mike Forpasano saying thanks for joining us. Final score, once again, the Pope John Lions defeat the Gloucester Catholic Rams 5-3. Have a good afternoon and evening, everyone, and we'll see you after the weekend for more Pope John Lions hockey on both Black Bear TV and on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Have a good night.